What is going on, everybody? Christophus here, and today we got a new session rolling in. As you can see, we've got the return of John Travolta, because this thing is crazy, and I just wanted to use him and showcase him a little bit again. It is my spring break now, so I should be pumping out videos pretty often, and should be stockpiling them as well. But yeah, I'm just going to give a quick overview with this. I have John Travolta, which, nothing new. Max HP and max special attack, modest. The analytic boost on this thing can do a ton of damage and take a few hits as well. Then we've got Shrek. Sadly, there is no shiny sprite yet for the Salamence, so it made more sense to me, but yeah, it's not working. But he is a specially offensive Salamence. We got Spooks, the specially defensive Umbreon, and the point of this is basically to tank hits, yawn things out, and while they're switching out so they don't fall asleep, pursuit them. It's a pretty hit or miss idea. So far when I've been using this, it's been a little bit more miss. Usually I just pursuit on the chance that they're probably going to switch that turn anyways, like on a Slowking, etc. It does a decent amount of damage, but I kind of wish I was able to invest more into that. I think I might swap out some more into attack at a later time, but I will get that to a different time. Words. We got Mysteries, the Dedenne, the Adamant Dedenne, Life Orb, yes. So much yes. It's got the Wild Charge, does quite a bit of damage, starts racking up damage on itself though, so this thing is good for about 1-2 Pokemon. It's got the U-Turn. I can one-shot Malamars with this, which is awesome. We got the Play Rough, get that good damage off, and Retaliate. This thing gets Retaliate. That is 140 base damage on the switch-in, not including the Life Orb damage. That is just crazy after you've lost a Pokemon. It does only have 58 base attack, but I mean, it's fun, it's cute, I'm doing it. Mysteries, yeah. We got Waka Flocka, the Torkoal, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Lava Plume, Earth Power. Nothing too fancy here, super standard set. Kind of wish I didn't have to, but I really needed a Fire type and a Rock Setter and a Spinner. As you can see, my team's lacking Water and Poison typing, and Ice, but I mean, I've got the HP Ice on Salamence, so I guess that's alright. And then I really wanted a Water Poison. I might have gone for like Skrelp or something, but it's been too long, so I'm bringing back the good old Drunk One Mew. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get straight into the session from there, guys. Alright, we've got one, and two fire types. I can see why. He's got the Jirachi and a Trevenant. This is gonna be a hard team. This definitely looks like a laddering team, but GL and HF to this guy. Whoo boy, let's see here. My guess is he's probably going to lead with Rachi, but honestly, he could probably lead with anything he wants to. I kind of want to start with Shrek, just because I know he can do a lot of damage to pretty much anything he brings in. And he's going to be outspeeding quite a bit of things. He's got, let's see here, he's got the good old 100 base speed, and he's hasty. What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm glad I caught that. It's too bad that it's not going to take play for next game, but yeah, feeling kind of stupid. Alright, Arcanine here. He's not going to be enjoying too much from me. I'm just going to go straight for the Earthquake. That does quite a bit of damage. Oh my gosh. He's going for the Wild Charge. That's alright. He's not going to do too much to me. I'm going to go for another Earthquake. If he switches in Trevenant here, I should be alright. He's going to go for the Umbreon, which is a decent play. Let's see here. I have more special attack than I have regular attack. This is Stab, and it's going to be doing 30 base damage more. I could probably dish out close to 50 damage with a single Draco. Actually, I might be able to do more, considering this is probably a physically defensive variant, excuse me. But I'm not going to go ahead and risk that. I will just go ahead here into... Oh man, I could go into Mysteries. I could go into John Travolta. I'm going to go into John Travolta here, expecting maybe a Toxic or something. Awesome. So I'm going to absorb that right up. He now doesn't have too much to take a T-Bolt. He could go into Trevenant, but even then... Okay, he brings in the Rachi, which is fine. I should be able to live any sort of hit that he wants to dish out. A T-Wave, okay. Interesting. I'm not really bottom of the ladder. I am on my Christovis account. I'm like 1100 in, so I've got a few battles on this, but I guess, I don't know. That was a really debatable play by him right there. He's probably expecting me to be Specs or some sort of choice. T-Bolt, I could save that for later. I don't see how much he can do here. I just want a Flash Cannon and see how much it'll do. That did nothing, and he EQs me. I am so unfamiliar with Trevenant. It's crazy. That did a lot of damage, though. I really just want to get out of here. I don't want to take another. And I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, that's awesome. He might be adamant based on that. He might not be, though. I don't know. For some reason, 6.3 at a quad... I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. He probably isn't. I'm going to go straight for a... Ooh, I don't want that to come in. So I'm going to go ahead and... Maybe Earthquake, expecting the Chandelure. Okay, he brings in the Florges. I do get the crit, which I kind of feel bad about. So I'm going to go ahead and let him know. He's probably going to expect another Earthquake here. I'm just going to go for it. I have no reason not to, other than the fact I feel bad about that previous crit. But those do happen. I'm sure something will happen to me in this session, if not this game. So, I'm not sure what he wants to go into here. He's probably going to bring in the Umbreon. I can't see why he would bring in Trevenant. And the other two, he knows I have the Earthquake, so he should just not. Taking a while to decide, but I can't really blame him. He's kind of got to decide what he wants to sack. He might bring in the Umbreon to soak up one hit and then get a Toxic off or something like that. But until then, I don't know how much I have to say. There we go. Alright. He may be able to outspeed me here, and he might be able to kill me as well. That is a risk, however, that I'm willing to take. And he's going to disconnect. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through to the part where he comes back, or to the point that I win. Alrighty, he left. I'm at 1139 points right now. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hop into the next battle. I'm not going to count that as part 1 alone. Thank you to the new viewers, by the way. You know why you're here. Thanks for coming over from Tommy's and Anthony's channel. It means a lot. I've got about 230 of you guys who are new to this channel, and I really hope you enjoy your stay. So yeah, GLHF to this guy. And Salamence. Salamence is going to be a great lead here. He has this, which I think I'll be okay from. I kind of want to go straight for a Draco. He doesn't have a Fairy type. So yeah, I guess I'll go for that. He goes for the knockoff, which isn't too big of a deal. I just lose the Life Orb. That does nothing compared to what I thought it would. He might be Assault Vest. I could be wrong, though. Oh man, now I'm kind of understanding why I was hasty nature. I do have the Earthquake still, but I think I can survive without being... Yeah, because I'm only going to be using this when it's like quad effective, and at that point it probably will kill anyways. He went for the knockoff, and I am pretty low right now from that. I'm going to go ahead and give a quick little switch into John Travolta here. He goes into his own. I'm hoping he doesn't have some sort of ground move like HP ground, because that would be a bad day for me. I'm hoping he's analytic. I'm probably just going to swap back into Shrek, but I do want a safe switch in there. I might go to the drunk one, but I feel like he can be doing a bit more. I don't really have a good switch here. Other than Spooks, nothing is going to sponge anything too well. He goes straight for the Volt Switch, and that looks to be Specs. I am specially defensive. I feel like that is modest Specs right there. I could be wrong, but I would put money on that. So this thing is a beast. He can probably kill me with Flare Blitz from here, and he can probably kill me with Superpower from here. I feel like he might go just straight for the U-turn, but regardless, I want to go into Waka Flocka because I don't want to take too much damage, and the Superpower does less than half, and he gets the stat drop. He has Life Orb too, which, wow. So he's going to be switching out here. I want the Stealth Rock up because I want that damage because we're both going to be doing quite a bit of switching. Swampert, looking at my team, I don't have any grass on it either. This is a this is a problem. I'm going to go ahead into Spooks. He's probably going to go for Rocks. Oh, he goes for Scald. If he gets the burn, no. I would have been okay with the burn there. I should probably run Heal Bell on this team over something. I'm not sure which. I don't do a lot of Wish. Excuse me. I don't do a lot of Wish switching. I'm going to go for the Toxic, though, because Residual on this guy is going to be a big deal. We just trade Toxics there, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Wish because I want some of that health back. And I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I'm guessing he's going to go ahead and put up the Rocks. But no, he's just going to switch out into Therian, which is an interesting play, but I'm pretty comfortable with just Toxicking. I can survive, and then I should survive because my Wish will come. Yes, awesome. So hanging on by a thread there. Good job, Spooks. He will kill me with the Toxic and a Superpower after this, though, so I do want to switch out. I'm going to go ahead into Mysteries because I feel like he might go for another Superpower. Awesome. Now, he's got to switch here. And what he switches into is entirely up to him. I could Wild Charge because that would probably be my best play. However, I don't want him to switch into Swampert or Magnezone because that would just not be good for me. I'm going to go ahead and just play rough here. He is faster than me, however, so he has to have some sort of speed investment. I am adamant, but I do have 301 speed still. A crit play rough did no damage. Wow. I'm not going to U-turn because I'm probably going to end up doing more damage to myself with the Life Orb than he will do to me. So Spooks is pretty low here. I don't really have much of a safe switch at all. And this is going to get messy here soon. I really should probably swap out Volt Switch or Signal Beam for HP Ground for instances like this, but I honestly can't really. Spooks has kind of served his duty here, so I'm going to go ahead and swap him in. I wish I could keep him around, but that's not really in the cards for me at the moment. I'm just going to go ahead into Shrek here. I can go for the Earthquake right off the bat, but in case he switches, I don't want to risk that, and I don't think he has any sort of special defense investment. So I'm going to go ahead and Fire Blast, because anything he brings in here is not going to appreciate it. 30 damage, that's not bad. He can outspeed here, however, but he's got Superpower Knockoff. I'm assuming... actually, I'm just going to go for the HP Ice. I don't really need to conceal that and hide it from him anymore. He has the Aerial Ace that's not going to kill me. Awesome. So I'm just staying in here. I could swap out Earthquake for Roost or something, but I'm not sure how much that'll be worth. He has this, however, and this is scary. I just want it out of the way. His Aqua Jet is not going to kill me. Okay, I kill it straight out. That is fantastic for me. I'm very, very pleased with that. He brings in the Magnezone. Why he's doing this, I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake for the kill. This is a mixed Mence. But yeah, okay. I could Draco here, but it's not going to kill. This thing probably will outspeed me as well. I'm going to go just into Mysteries, because this thing's usually Specs. And that Draco, I'm immune to it. Fantastic. He is going to switch here. Probably to the D10. And if not, he's got to go into the Swampert. So long as he is choiced. I could be wrong on that, which would be really bad. I don't want to I don't want a wild charge here, because if he does bring in the Swampert, that totally wastes my prediction. I don't really have too much to hit the D10, so I'm gonna double switch here. Let's see, Darmanitan, and I'm gonna go straight into Shrek. Shrek can do whatever he wants to. D10, I should outspeed. I am 328 speed, and this guy is Life Orb. So, good old Earthquake here should be enough. I kind of want to Draco, though. I'm going to go ahead and Draco, because I don't want him to switch into the Noivern. And awesome. So now, he's probably going to go back into the Noivern. I could switch into Dedenne, but he's probably predicting at this point that I won't do that. His other stab is Flying, and I am Assault Vest. So I'm going to go ahead and eat that up on John Travolta. He is, however, locked into that now. And what do I want to do with this? Because I can't stay in. I can maybe take one on Salamence, but then I would die the next turn, so it's kind of a waste. I could sack Dedenne, which is going to be my play because I don't need it for Swampert, and I can do other things to this. So, sorry, Dedenne. You're awesome, but yeah. I'm going to go ahead here, and I know he outspeeds. I could risk... man, that's not worth it. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'm going to go ahead into the Drunk One. I could try and Power Up Punch first, because I don't think the Zen Headbutt will kill straight up. But I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt, because, you know, why not? Only just 31% with that. Oh, I do kill with it. Fantastic. I do have 328 attack. I am Adamant. So that's going to be doing quite a bit, which is nice. And then I guess I can stay in here. I don't really have too much to lose. I'm going to go ahead for... Oh, okay. I see how it is. Good thing this is a support Swampert. Otherwise, I would be in quite a bit of trouble right now. I'm going to go ahead, Zen Headbutt again. This is physically defensive. And he's going to be whittling me down pretty quickly here. But I do have 3 other Pokemon I can bring into play. So, Drunk One might go down at some point soon. I do get the crit, which makes me think I might be able to sustain this and survive it out. Let's see here. Yeah, I should be able to. I could go ahead and Power Up Punch, because that'll do... Oh, he's just going to forfeit. Well, double forfeits. Well, there's a DC, but I think that was counted as a forfeit. Anyways, I'll be hopping into part 2 for you guys here soon. So, yeah, I'll catch you then.